Nnamdi Kanu has no business with Nigerian court again. Anything regarding to Nigerian court is not of Nnamdi Kanu business again. Because the court you are talking about or the process you are talking about is the one that will start doing come today, come tomorrow. Kanu don't have business with the Nigerian courts because he knew that continuing with the Nigerian, whether appeal court or Supreme whatsoever, is a process of prolonging the matter, the issue that is already on the ground, the issue that is already being settled. Remember, there are NMA. I don't know whether you see that group, that organization, NMA, Nelson Mandela's Association. You understand? Group who came and it's no longer Nnamdi Kanu affair. Whether diplomatic or no diplomatic, the young man called Chris Nwago is already the DOS boss, whose mandate is by Nnamdi Kanu. His word and signature is the word of Nnamdi Kanu and signature of Nnamdi Kanu. And he's not operating under Nigerian constitution. He's operating under international constitution. Do you understand? Regarding to freedom. Because when you come to freedom of Biafra aspect of it, we have paid the price, the price that is required as a nation. Because if you talk of war, we have fought the war, we have shed the blood, we have died, and which we still pay the price up to this very moment. And the only thing that is left for Biafra to be fulfilled are the three major things which Nnamdi Kanu has come to accomplish, which one is one and first and foremost. Number one of it, he has gone to exile. He has escaped assassination. Now he's in the prison, Sokoto prison, jailed by Omotosho and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And there is something that the former legal team of Nnamdi Kanu, where the inspired DOS would have done. Do you know what? That thing is this. When a court under the jurisdiction of the former president of Nigeria, under the constitution and the leadership of Muhammadu Buhari, late Muhammadu Buhari, Nnamdi Kanu in the court of law was discharged and acquitted, which on a norm, the legal team, former legal team of Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to stand on that. Listen, I'm telling you, you can verify it from Ejimako. You can verify it from every other attorney general who knows the law, who knows what I am saying. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't supposed to face any trial again in Nigeria because those courts that Nnamdi Kanu passed through during Buhari was Nigerian court. Is Nigeria running through constitution? That should be the question. That is where they're supposed to stand on their ground. You know, Nnamdi Kanu made mention of it during the court trial. That they're supposed not to try him again because they have tried him and they have discharged him and they have acquitted him. But he was convinced by these ones, you know, instead of those ones to come out and stand on that very, you know, judge, they back out, that led to Jimako and Co to come and start facing fresh trials that makes nothing. But all have ended up Nnamdi Kanu in the prison of Sokoto. So coming to appeal or whatsoever they may call it, take a look at when the Nigerian cancelled their cross appeal of death sentence. Did the Nnamdi Kanu appear in the court on that note? No. What makes them to cancel it was international standard legal team that is mounting pressure based on international constitution that guide every agitator, a human rights activist. And that was why they now decided Amolowo and Co under the watch of that Fulani judge. Imagine a Fulani judge that judged that case and cancelled it. You know what it means? That is to tell you it is no longer Nnamdi Kanu affair. It has become an international affair, global affair. Do you understand? So he has no business with Nigerian court, because having business with Nigerian court will appear as if Nnamdi Kanu still have a question or one or two to discuss with Nigeria, because there is a saying that a man is not bigger than a nation, but I see a man that is greater than Nigeria. And there is no other person rather than Nnamdi Kanu, which you are not. Mention one person that have pulled Nigeria all over the world, and the whole world is now, Nigeria is now triggering at his feet. Do you know on daily basis that I don't know whether you are current in the news? Do you know that Nnamdi Kanu was initially to drop the case of to stop speaking about Biafra? They first of all promised 300 million. How many of them are receiving 300 million? Nnamdi Kanu refused. Do you know how much they now increase it? They increase it to 500 billion for him to be silent. I mean, at the initial stage, you're not currently now. Then currently now, do you know the offer they offer him, including an oil well, which no Igbo man control? Are you hearing me? I don't know whether you know a man called Asabuja. It's from Warri. This man have exposed Sultan of Sokoto and the likes of the ex-leaders and the current leaders controlling an oil firm in Niger State, which none of Igbo person nor Warri person is mining any gold in the north. So my beloved brother, Nigerian court appeal, Nigerian court, or Nigerian whatsoever, Nnamdi Kanu is above their standard. And I am standing this in a second statement regarding to what Binta Nyako have earlier said. She said it clearly when she hands off her hand from Nnamdi Kanu case. She said that somebody like Nnamdi Kanu is not a person to be tried in Nigeria. That his level is not in the local, because Nigeria is too local to handle his case. So where Nnamdi Kanu case should be handled is on ICC, International Criminal Court, or ICJ, International Criminal Court of Justice. That's the people that have the standard of Nnamdi Kanu level of what? Of intelligence. You get it now? So Nigeria is too small. Nigeria appeal is too local to handle the case of Nnamdi Kanu, whether diplomatically or politically. Nnamdi Kanu is far and higher above their level.
All right, so do you actually think now that with all of this talk you are saying now that Biafra will surely be recognized?
Not that Biafra will surely be recognized. Biafra is already being recognized by 72 countries, written and documented and signed and approved by the letter of Nnamdi Kanu submission. The constitution of Biafra is already being recognized. If you doubt me, go to the X and see it. I will mention only but a few. Germany have recognized it. Canada have recognized it. Ghana here have recognized it. In case you don't know, Africa, Ghana here that is at your back. Yes, France, many countries, including Russia, including the Finland, the Finnish government. I am telling you something you can verify. And the likes of them, many of them like that, including Italy, they all recognize it, including Austria, Swiss, Australia. Are you hearing me? Baba, go and do your findings. I am giving you fact, a concrete fact. Over 72 countries. So what are we saying? And you and I know vividly well that Netanyahu is not backing out. He's the boss of the game. Are you hearing me? Neither will Donald Trump. Neither will Donald Trump back out when Netanyahu approves. You get my point? So my beloved brother, just relax. Biafra is something that Nigeria cannot silence. Biafra has been signed. What we are waiting is for the dates. The NASAT have done their job. They are already working on the last dates. which will elapse from now till August. Everything will be settled. And on that period, will Finnish government settle their matter, their differences between them and their citizens called Mazi Simon Ekpa. You understand? Which those same fail and the other retired DOS. What Chris Nwabu is doing, after the appointment of Chris Nwabu, they traveled immediately to go and see the mother of Biafra in person of Ngozi Orabese, to react with her, to see other things which Ngozi Orabese has been pushing before now. And with the support and backup of Rachel Nwosu of Israel, it is no longer a hidden thing. It is something that when you are speaking, speak with every alacrity, because it is real. Are you hearing me? So forget, when you talk about Biafra, what we are waiting now is the date of announcement. And I know if not for this Iran issue and Hezbollah, all those Beirut matters, Israel would have come to round table and do the needful. But I know before this year runs out, probably they will use it as a new year for us, the Biafrans. And once it's been declared, once it's been announced by your brother, see, you know that now, as I speak to you, Yorubas now are pleading for the Igbos not to leave. Yes, they are pleading now for the Igbos not to leave. They are looking for a way. That is why Jagaba, the one they call Jagaba, is playing a game, politics, in a way to use Igbos, this our agitation, our progress, our success, our movement to have Oduduwa. So that they will not come as usual in a crafty way of their way of life to come the other side in order to come and make peace, because they know that their Jagaba has scattered everything. So they want to keep a relationship. But you cannot get your independence through agitation alone. There are prices to pay, and they need to pay the price before getting their freedom.